Afternoon, Monday afternoon. We're gonna get a little shop time, then we're gonna try experimenting today with a different camera. I had a real pleasant surprise yesterday. I didn't put it on video, but I finally got around to unboxing this, what I call the replacement, the radio. Let's put some light on here. I've put that there's nothing really more to do on this this SA 5800. I put that aside. It's not one that I want to put on the shelf. I may do a giveaway on that one. Trying to think where I stuck that other one. I have so much stuff around here, to tell you the truth, and I'm kind of tired. Oh, I'm kind of tired today, but I got another box somewhere. I don't know where in the heck it is. Guess it's over here. I don't know. Yeah, this was the this is the one. I actually switched this out. This is the one, the 7065, the Sony, that I was waiting on to find a gutted unit to be able to swap out the amp board. And remember, this unit had a few problems to it. Namely that the mic mixing knob was busted off. And the board underneath had some problems. And this whole board, we did some recap on it, but it had something else that was causing overheating on that. So I decided to go out into the wholesale market, and I put out a call for another 7065, and I cannot believe what came in. Look at this thing. I'm going to get it set up for a minute. Let me get it set up so that I get some good light on it, okay? Look at this unit. This is unbelievable. Look at the quality of the faceplate on this. This is so far superior, except for these two, which we can easily swap out. These two switch covers here. We have some over there on the old with the other one that look as good as these. And basically you have a perfect looking unit here. This is like one of the best. This is what you want to try to seek out when you go to buy vintage audio gear. Let me get that light down a little bit. What's really going to sell it is the cosmetics. I hate to say that, but that's the reality of it. Collectors want units that look pristine and look beautiful. Now, the big problem with this unit, and the big reason I purchased it for basically peanuts, because the person that owned this before was a bit of a restorer, at least starting out to restore, and they kind of shorted out the amp board, or what they thought was the amp board. Probably not, because it does have some levels of protection in there, but shorted out something in here because they went ahead and switch this out for LEDs, and they did a nice job. But the problem is, when you're switching out the LEDs and you're not properly calculating the resistors needed to reduce the voltage to make that work properly, then you create havoc, and something obviously went bad. Okay. Now, that was the story that was told to me. But then upon the arrival of the unit, I really see incandescent type of fuse lamps in there. I don't see any evidence of LEDs. So it makes me think, did this person ship out a wrong unit? this person make a mistake. So of course I notified the person. I said, hey, look, I said, are you sure you sent that the right? Oh yeah, that's the right one. I said, well, this doesn't have LEDs. I don't see any evidence of LEDs. And the guy's like, I don't really care anymore. You know, it doesn't work. It doesn't put out any sound. So I really don't give a hoot anymore. So there it is. Okay. You can clearly see down there, maybe not. You can see the, what we call the fuse type lamps in there. Now it does feel warm in here. There is some warmth. I don't have a heat thermometer, laser thermometer here to check stuff. But I'm guessing the amp board is probably fine on here. Maybe not. So what I wanted to do today was show you guys the unit and suggest to you that there's no point working on the restoration of the other unit, because when all is said and done, it would be an enormous step backwards in appearance when I have something here that is so beautiful and so cosmetically pristine. Why would I do that? And then if I come across another amp board for the one over there, I can switch it out. Okay, sometimes people don't really know what they're really talking about. So this is the kind of unit, if I could get this thing going and figured out what went wrong on his part, it might be something as simple as a fusing issue, which I suspect it probably is. Then basically restoration of this unit is a breeze. Swap out a couple of these for the two on that one. Clean it up a little bit. Maybe replace the stereo light in there. And then you have a really beautiful top of the line Sony that you would be proud to have on the wall of sound. So what I want to do now is ascertain. I want to plug the headphones in. I got some phones, and I want to see what's going on in here, because if I'm getting anything through the headphones, it means my detector circuits are working good for FM, my tuning circuits working good, and basically any little preamps or anything. I'm getting enough power to drive the headphones, and then I'll just suspect that maybe a cap blew out, because maybe the guy did something backwards, and maybe he's in a confused state of what he did and what he didn't do with various units. So let me go set that up now. Okay. Let's make sure our volume's turned down. You don't want to blow your ears out on this stuff. Yeah, and I'm just getting perfect stereo right there. Good balance left. Try to set this up for you. Hope you can hear that. Maybe you can, I don't know. So I know the stereo capability is working in here. So what we're going to have to do is to figure out what went wrong over here. Recap this as a basic start. It's almost like where we're going back to where we started, except we had a really messed up board down below. But I'm suspecting this unit is in better shape than the other one. So what we're going to do, what our goal is going to be, everything feels good. You know, we're running hot on the resistors down here. That's a big job. Carefully remove this and recap that board. And I'm kind of guessing when we do that, as an initial start, we'll probably get this unit flying. I gotta tell you, when I was working on the original 7065, it was discouraging. It seemed that like the more we moved forward on that unit, the more retrograde the problems were. The cracked boards, the lousy boards in it, and we have to be very careful, but I didn't put any undue stress on anything on that board. I suspect that that old unit was damaged by dropping it, because remember, on the other unit, it was missing the mic mixing knob here that allows you to put in a microphone, I think, and sing over like a kind of a version of karaoke here. So yeah, I think we've got a better unit though at the end of the day, and certainly one that's more cosmetically attractive. So we're not going to be able to really attend to this until we get back from our big trip, but this will be first on the drawing board because I really want a top-of-the-line Sony 7065 on the wall of sound. Okay, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do with the other one over there. As it is now, I'll probably grab that stereo light. I'll probably salvage a few things out of there, and we'll have us good go at really making this a beautiful unit. Thanks for being along today, everybody. Sometimes surprises happen for the good too. All right, thanks so much for being along.